Wrestling POV content not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised.
This is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and you are listening to the Wrestling POV podcast.
First and foremost, Tony, cut the shit.
What is going on, man? We finally got, a break?
Sorta, not really.
Is that right? Did we get a break?
Well, at least no pay-per-views this weekend. This is good. We need a break.
Oh, my God, man. 6 days, right, of wrestling.
Yep.
And then we got a day off Thursday. And then, of course, SmackDown today. And then, but at least we got the weekend off, right? I mean,
Yep.
That's true.
Unbelievable. But, my God, everything that's happening this whole fucking week, man. Since Sunday.
We have a lot to talk about.
Holy shit. And of course, I do apologize again for the people that wanted us to do an aftermath show after the AEW pay-per-view. But as you all can tell, that damn pay-per-view didn't end till late.
Mm-hmm.
Not 8, late.
Yeah. I went back and watched it because I missed some of it, so I went back and I was looking at the time. It was like almost 4 hours, 3 hours and 57 minutes.
Is that including the pre-show?
That
Yes.
wasn't included. No, on this one, they only had the main show.
Jeez.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't bother going through the pre-show.
So what time did it end on you guys? Because you guys are East Coast.
Right. For me, it was close to 11:55.
Damn.
Yeah. Somewhere around there, because I looked at the clock because I was paying attention. And yeah, it was a 4-hour show.
Jesus, man.
I'm like, gosh dang. Even with the card, like, how would you have a 4-hour show with the card you have?
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, like, I don't know.
Yeah. But, I mean, just think about it, people. When we do the Aftermath show, we try to put it out that same day, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We record it, obviously, and then we try to put it out for you guys that same night. So just imagine, the show was over almost at midnight. Then we would do the show, and it would fucking AEW, because it was 14 goddamn matches. It would end around 1 o'clock in the morning. So then by the time I edit the show, it'd be about 1:30, 1:45. So you guys wouldn't get the show till 2 o'clock.
And yeah, more than likely, most people wouldn't listen to a podcast at 2 o'clock in the
No!
morning. But that's. I mean, let's be truthful. If you're going to pick one, you got to pick us. But 2 o'clock in the morning, I don't think so.
That is true. I'm true.
I'm up. I'm working at 2 o'clock in the morning. So
That's right.
Maybe so. I mean, yeah. Think about it that way. There you go.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. So before we go on with all the haberdasheries that happened in the week of wrestling, I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with the $50 man, Clay Cummings.
Good morning or afternoon, my neighbors.
And the gentleman, Elio Canella.
What is going on?
All right, so you know what? Before we go into our Facebook post, we do have to talk about one of the other highlights of the week. Malachi Black has requested his release from AEW. Now, I'm hearing two sides of this story. I'm leaning towards this first part where I'm going to say, which is he was granted his release.
Right.
Now, at the pay-per-view, what a lot of people did not see was that Aleister Black kind of did a bow and hugged his teammates, Buddy Matthews and Brody King, as to say goodbye, au revoir. I don't know anything else, but you get the gist of what I'm saying.
Yes.
So what did you guys hear? And I mean, do you think this is legit? Because then also I heard, well, no, let me take that back. I heard on Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday, I heard that he was granted his release. Then on Wednesday, I think, they're saying that no, it was not granted or it's not true. But then Thursday, yesterday, I heard it was granted. But he has 180-day no compete clause.
Ooh, 180 days.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. That's more than
double.
WWE.
Because
Double what WWE.
And they were also reporting that he had to pull out of an indie show.
What?
I saw that too.
He had to pull out of an indie show that he was going to be part of.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Due to mental health issues, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. Wow. I didn't know. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, I feel like this has been back and forth. I feel like he's been upset for a while with AEW just because of how everything's gone around.
Yeah.
And even if the case with his wife being in WWE, I'm sure that's hard on him too. You know, that'd be hard for anybody. But I honestly feel like he did get a release. I mean, if there's keep reports that, oh, well, he's in, he's not. But at the same time, he signed a major deal with AEW.
Sure did.
You know, and it would be harder than hell to get out of that contract.
So you don't think he got out of this contract? You don't think he got granted his release?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I really don't. I mean, you're going back and forth. I kind of hope he does because where he was with the House of Black, I felt bad for the guy. The House of Black, I don't think ever got one win. And it was a good group.
Yeah.
That I can remember.
That was a damn good group.
It was.
Do you know what AEW could have done with the House of Black?
They would have killed
to me, they failed miserably. Honestly, and I'm not trying to sound like a WWE fanboy, but WWE would have did them justice, in my opinion.
I believe so.
So
I really do.
I mean, Jesus, man, I feel bad for the guy. Now it's like I said though was it last week's show or the week before? I did say he probably misses his wife, Zelina Vega, who's still with WWE. Is she hurt?
I was about to say we haven't seen her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't think she ever was hurt. I don't recall her getting hurt.
Yeah.
Maybe she's just not booked right now.
Maybe. I thought she did. Wait a minute. No, I thought she did get hurt.
Maybe she did.
I think she did. We'll find out. We'll find out.
And Carmella's been off TV as well. So.
Yeah. Well, she got hurt in the live show.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So my thing is that he probably misses his fucking wife. It's only they don't have kids together, and I don't think they got kids from a previous marriage. So
no,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, if them two are like peas in a pod, and then you get separated, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
it'd be rough.
It would
really
be rough.
Would.
I mean, think about it too, you know, because she didn't sign back with WWE when he left to AEW. But then all of a sudden she went back, and look at their conflicting schedules now. You know, because when she wasn't with WWE, then they had, you know, she could travel with him. But then she got that offer, you know, of course, Malachi is not going to be like, you know, no, I want you to stay with me. No, go do your thing, girl. That's how I am with my wife. No, go do your thing.
Same.
But then, you know, not realizing that the separation probably got the best of him. So my thing is that he probably misses his wife. If they're saying mental health issues, it has to be because he just misses his wife. And you can't blame the guy, can you?
No,
you know what I'm saying?
You really can't.
So maybe he's hoping that, you know, WWE signs him back and boom, you know, just he can be back with his wife and travel and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, I mean, but what are your thoughts on this? I mean, did he grant his release or not? Or, I mean, what do you guys think?
I think, you know what, keep it, I think maybe keep him off TV and let him write things out, because if they put him on TV, they're just going to keep doing the same thing they've been doing to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really don't think he's completely gone. I really don't.
Really?
I just feel like with the contract per se, I don't think Tony would just let Malachi Black go. Because honestly, looking at it, he probably looked at Malachi as this big, bright star that they were going to have for years to come. And now I don't think he's going to let Malachi off easy.
But whose fault is that? It's not his. He came up with a great faction.
Yeah.
I just don't think he was booked correctly.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think he knows that.
Yeah.
And then, I mean,
agree.
that could be part of it. I don't know.
And there was a big difference when he was released the first time with WWE. While Vince was still there. Triple H now, who was in charge of NXT when Black was there in the first place? Triple H.
And he was a nasty motherfucker in NXT.
Yes, he was.
And, we can't say this now, but I mean, Christ, we can see the big difference between Vince's reign and Triple H's reign.
For sure.
I mean, shit, Triple H has only been in since the summer. You know what I'm saying? Since SummerSlam.
And wrestling's fun again.
It is.
Yes.
It is. So, all right, final thoughts on this. I mean, where do you think he'll end up? I mean, or if he will end up, or if he'll be back in AEW. What do you guys think?
I honestly think it'll take time, but I feel like he'll be back in WWE for a while. Like, it'll be a while, I think, before he comes back. But I don't think I think he'll honestly fight it. I think Tony Khan will fight it for him to come back to AEW. I think Malachi will fight it, but at the end of the day, I think Malachi's going to end up winning this.
Yeah.
So
and it's like I said a couple of weeks ago, if I'm Malachi Black, then do whatever I have to do, but just get out of AEW and go back to WWE.
Yeah. So now I'm going to throw a bonus question at you.
Okay.
What about Brody King and Buddy Matthews? Do they follow suit, or are they just going to stay there and probably not get used?
Nah, hell yeah. Bring him on.
Bring them all. Bring them all.
Bring Buddy back.
Now,
bring Brody in. They can work. They just need the right booking.
Fucking Brody King's a monster.
Mm-hmm.
He
wouldn't be losing to fucking people like Darby Allin in WWE right now.
Like, I don't understand. Like, all these teams they're put up against, like Dark Order, and they beat the House of Black. I don't get this.
Yeah. Yep. Now, imagine this before we go into our Facebook post. Imagine this. Bray Wyatt comes back and brings the Wyatt family or a new version. Who knows? Maybe Eric Redbeard will show up. And he's forming his new Wyatt family against the House of Black. Just imagine what kind of feud that would be. What kind of television programming that would be. Man.
That'd be sick. I would love it.
Man.
I still think Vinny Marcelli would fit in perfectly with the House of Black.
I agree with you. I do agree with you on that. But you know what? He can also fit with Wyatt family too. He can fit with them too. I'm just saying, just to make it a little even, 3-on-3. Rest in peace, my boy. But he needs a third person if this type of feud is gonna happen. So he would definitely fit in with the Wyatt family. Also, he would fit in with both. But just imagine. I mean, come on. That would just take over wrestling. Period. In my opinion,
yes, it would. It would.
It would be probably one of the greatest storylines ever told. So, all right. So
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All right, let's go into our Facebook post. But we're going to go to a fantasy match that we did last week. It was Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig versus Roman Reigns. Now, I'm not going to go because our hot tag news obviously is about the whole CM Punk situation. And I know we're going to be long on that one. So I don't want to take too much time off of that to go over with this. So I'm only going to read a couple comments. But before I read the comments, guys, who's your pick on this? Because I did a poll. Elio did a poll on TikTok. And I'm a little bit surprised with this one. A little bit surprised. So, all right, who you guys pick on this one? Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect versus Roman Reigns. Who you got?
This would be an absolutely fun match between these two. I think they could tell a great story with everything.
Yeah.
But you know what? I got to go with the Tribal Chief. I feel like this match would go down to the wire. A bunch would get involved, plus the bloodline, with Roman having the bloodline and all that. And I think Roman would have that edge in this match and beat Mr. Perfect. So I got to go with Roman Reigns.
Okay. Elio, who you got on this?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Roman Reigns. He's just like, he's on a roll now.
Yeah.
This run that he's having is it's the highlight of SmackDown every week. So both families, both second generation, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, second generation wrestlers.
Both in their prime.
Yeah.
But I'm still have to give it to Roman Reigns.
Okay. All right. You know what? I have to agree with you. But I think that this is the dilemma that I'm in. Because they're both, I'm looking at it as Kurt Hennig as a heel and Roman Reigns. Okay?
Right.
Roman Reigns right now, because he's on top of the world right now. So, man, I don't know. But you know what? You know what I think will happen? I think the crowd would be more on Kurt Hennig's side in this matchup. You know what I'm saying? So it would almost kind of be like he's turning into that face. So they will root the fuck out of Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect. But I do think at the end, I mean, first of all, this would be a 5-star match in my opinion.
Absolutely.
But, especially the psychology that Kurt Hennig does, period, is the best of probably any wrestler I've seen.
And come on, who chews gum and slaps it in the air?
It's true. But I think Roman would find a way to win, and I would have to give it to Roman too. But by cheating.
Oh, absolutely. You can't.
You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, to me, you can't just have a win on Mr. Perfect clean.
I
can't. You can't do it.
No.
I love when there's like a post about Roman Reigns and or he has a match and he has help and like a fan has a comment, oh, he can never win on his own, he always needs help. But that's why he's a heel.
Yeah.
That's a heel.
You know, that's what we call a heel, you know.
Yeah. All right, so let's read some comments here. What we got. Melvin Berry. Is that a good wrestling name? Melvin Berry.
No, but I wouldn't. No.
It's let me tell you something. It's better than Darby Allin. Anyway, he said this isn't even a contest. Barring all outside interference, Kurt Hennig mops up the ring with Reigns. Now, I don't agree with the first sentence he wrote. This isn't even a contest. No, it is. Shut up.
It's a contest.
Right?
Like,
you have two wrestlers in the ring. It's a contest.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, shut your ass. Josh Sanders says, acknowledge him, perfect man, because he is in God mode. All right, Josh, first of all, you need to, I mean, I know you're an edgehead, but kind of sounds like you want to get romantical with Roman.
A little bit. All
right?
Yeah.
So calm down, Josh. I'm fucking with you, of course. We love you, Josh. Keep commenting.
Yes.
Darren Metzler, a man of many words, actually said some things. He says, yeah, shocking, right? He says, I like this one. Roman goes over, but it would be one of his best matches of his career. You know what? I cannot agree with him more.
Yeah.
And that's shocking because I don't agree with Darren a lot. All right. So now let's go to the polls. And this one was interesting. And then we'll go to Elio's polls on TikTok. So now I put up a poll for Roman Reigns versus Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig. And 54% went with Kurt Hennig.
Wow.
Yeah. 46% went with Roman Reigns.
That's
shocking.
Still close, though.
It is.
That really is.
But you know what? I'm not mad at that one. Now,
no.
Elio, what did you get on your TikTok polls?
All right. So for this, 18% went with Mr. Perfect, while 82 went with Roman Reigns.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
On TikTok?
Huge
on
difference.
TikTok.
Shut your ass. Seriously?
Well, hey, listen to this. Maybe TikTok's got a bunch of young viewers. Maybe.
You're right. You're right.
See Roman now.
And also, when I'm putting these votes on, it tells me how many votes at the top of the poll. So, like 11 votes on this one.
What? Seriously?
I mean, really, that can't be right, can it?
Well,
Like, nine voted for Roman Reigns, 2 voted for Mr. Perfect.
Wow.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, like, maybe younger generation doesn't even know who Mr. Perfect is.
You might be right.
Maybe.
And you're right.
I don't know.
No, I think you're right because TikTok is for a younger audience.
Mm-hmm.
Even though my ass is on there. But that's irrelevant.
That's different, though.
That's different. That's irrelevant.
Yeah.
But, wow. I'm a little shocked. I mean, I don't agree with that one, but I do. But honestly, I do agree with what the polls on Facebook are.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I'm
not going to get mad. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you can make an argument for both guys. I mean, but either way you vote, it's not, that bad.
Right.
These two are great. So
yeah, I 100% agree. I mean, this is a good matchup. So, all right, later on though on the show, more than likely after the break, it's going to be Elio versus Clay. Now, I've had Elio had old school, so Elio's going to pick new school, and Clay's going to pick old school. So you'll find out the results of that after the break. And it'll be for our next week's post on Facebook. So, what else do we have on Facebook? We have Mandy Rose.
Oh,
what are your thoughts? Did you say, oh, good?
Yes.
Do you need a moment, Clay? Because goddamn, man.
I like me some Mandy, man.
Jesus. Do you want us to stop the show so you can have a moment? My God.
Clay's not wrong.
Elio, you need a break too. What the fuck?
There we go.
Actually, you know what? I think I need a break though, because looking at her picture, yummy. My God. But no, I'm fucking with y'all. All right, so what are your thoughts on Mandy Rose's title run? Before I read the comments, what do you guys think?
Major improvement.
Really?
Honestly, yes.
Okay. How so?
When she first got into NXT, all right, I wasn't too excited about it. It was like, it's just Mandy, you know, all that. She's a beautiful woman. She is. Yeah. But when she was on the main roster at first, it was like I didn't really like her as a wrestler.
Very green.
Yes. But as time went on, she had this toxic attraction going, and through her title reign, she's majorly improved in the ring, on her mic. Yeah. Just being a legit champion. And I feel like when she does lose this title, because let's face it, she can't be champion forever. Right. Let's just say that. When she gets back on that main roster, she'll be more legit than she was ever on the main roster this time or time around.
But let me ask you a question though. Do you think once she gets to the main roster that all of a sudden her nerves will be back and then she'll start fucking up? Or, I mean, do you think she's going to carry this momentum into the main roster?
I think she's going to carry it.
Okay.
I feel like she's got the experience now of being the champion. I feel like she knows more of what to do instead of being, the sexy woman and all that.
Okay.
So major improvement. And I'm impressed with what Mandy has done the last year and a half.
Yeah. You know what? I agree with you on that. Elio, what are your thoughts on Mandy Rose's title run?
Yeah, this is a major improvement because I was following from when her first time in NXT, then they moved to the main roster, and after she went back to NXT, I saw a big improvement. And this whole toxic attraction group that she's got works, and I can see when she gets to the main roster again, it's gonna be like a whole new Mandy Rose. It won't be the same one that we've seen before.
Now, it's kind of interesting that you said that because, I mean, they've been showing Toxic Attraction a lot. Well, I don't want to say a lot. It's only been 2 matches on SmackDown.
And I even created like a scenario during the tag team tournament if Toxic Attraction had won the belts.
Yeah.
Because they already beat Sonya and Natalia.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see them, if they had won the belts, they come out on SmackDown and they're wondering who their first challengers will be. Sonya Deville comes out, but they say, well, we already beat you, Natalia, so now you want another chance. And Sonya says, well, I have a partner, but I never said it was Natalia, and she brings up Mandy Rose.
That would be good.
And we have Fire and Desire versus Toxic Attraction.
Oh,
Very cool.
that would be cool. That's it. See, Elio, that's why you should be a promoter.
That's right. That's good booking there, dude.
That is good booking. I ain't gonna lie. I like that. I do. So,
Yeah.
all right, let's go into the comments. Josh Sanders again. He says that motherfucker. Anyway, I'm kidding, Josh. Keep commenting. But I did meant what I said from the last one. He said she has showed everyone who doubted her first stint on the main roster. I'm ready. Once Toxic Attraction heal up, I want all three on the main roster. I don't want her to lose the belts. Either want her to vacate them. Yeah. Kind of. But Trinity Morris responded to Josh and said 100% agree. If not vacating, I was hoping Cora Jade was going to be the person to beat her, but now she's heel, trying to find someone better. So Trinity agreed with her, with him. So, okay, sure. Salvatore Leonardo Leota. You know what?
Wow.
Let me guess where he's from. Italy?
Maybe.
Is he Italian? Nothing wrong with Italians.
Nah.
I'm fucking with you too, bro. Anyway, she has definitely come around to be a strong wrestler. Very good. Now, I don't think that she's came around to be a strong wrestler. I don't. Because I still see flaws in Mandy Rose in her matches, especially the one on Sunday. But I will agree she has improved a lot.
Right.
But honestly, you really think she can hang with somebody like Asuka, like Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks? You know what I'm saying? Shayna Baszler. You know?
I agree to that. Yeah.
I think she has to be on a lower level of maybe Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross, or Nikki ASH, Doudrop. I think that's her level right now. I think she has a lot to go with as far as being a main strong wrestler. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, and even Liv Morgan. I hate to say it, but
it's true.
Her title run is not the greatest. Who's better between the two, Mandy Rose or Liv Morgan? I would lean more towards Mandy Rose.
Yep.
I would too.
I think as soon as that belt went on to Liv Morgan, something happened there. I mean, it's sad to say because I like Liv Morgan.
Oh, I do too.
You know? So
yeah.
Eduardo Hicks. He said, absolutely gorgeous and awesome. Love to see Mandy Rose with 2 titles. All right, listen, bro. It's not what the fuck we asked.
No.
Did we ask that?
No.
Goddamn perverts. What's wrong with these motherfuckers?
I can't say much because I started that whole thing.
Yes, you did.
True.
Oh, my God. Marcus Pierre Williams. He wrote a paragraph.
No.
Oh.
Should I read it? Should I read it?
No. Sure. Go for it.
All right. Because people responded to him. I don't know what they were saying, but people responded to him. So, all right, let's see. He said, honestly, if they were going to build her like this, they should have done it on the main roster. She's always had potential, but they made her out to be the stereotype blonde too much. I don't agree with that. No. She had a chance when her and Otis was a storyline. She had a chance after the whole Sonya Deville thing. Now that she's in NXT doing her whole female Roman Reigns thing, it's nice but odd as she has the tools to be credible heel champion on Raw or SmackDown. I fucking 100% disagree with that.
I do too.
I do. He's totally wrong.
Yeah.
He's totally wrong. Hopefully these guys set him straight, but I don't know. Michael Denaro, he responded to him and says, I think she needs to be the number one the one to dethrone Liv at Mania. I just talked about that.
I wouldn't say dethrone Liv. Mandy wise.
Yeah.
Liv's not going to make it to WrestleMania as champion. Let's face it.
No.
She's not going to. There's no way.
She's either going to lose it at the Rumble or lose it at Survivor Series.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Marcus, the same dude. He responded to him and said, before Mania, let Liv earn her WrestleMania moment.
I don't know about that one either.
No. Then Michael Denaro responded back to him and says, I fully believe the way Liv does that is by going through Charlotte on the biggest stage. Liv is earning it by outselling everyone during Money in the Bank and keeping up her merch sales. What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
What?
No. And Liv is never going to beat Charlotte, especially at Mania.
No.
That shit's not going to happen.
No. Because the thing of it is, and I'm sorry to say, with Liv Morgan, even though this isn't about Liv Morgan, this is about Mandy Rose, but Liv Morgan, she had there was a following for her before she won this title. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah. You're right.
At Money in the Bank, she was cheered like a SOB. Yeah. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
As soon as she's got this title, where'd it go?
The momentum died.
It died.
Yeah.
Where'd it go? What happened? So you mean to tell me that she's going to get the fuck out of here?
No.
That's bullshit. Eric Greenleaf said, people are finally starting to see how talented she is. All anybody saw when she was on the main roster was a blonde bimbo, but she's always been talented, and now everyone can see it. Okay. Jesus. Kratos Sanders. Is he related to Josh? Or is this... Wait a minute. I think this is Josh's alter ego.
Fake Instagram? No, there you go.
I think he was trying to comment too many goddamn times. Josh, cut it out! You son of a bitch. But anyways, he says, I'm not really a fan of NXT that much, but to be honest, I think it's a joke.
Okay.
What's a joke? NXT or her?
Yeah, that's what I'm confused about.
Come on, brother, get it.
That has nothing to do with the question.
No.
No.
What the fuck's wrong with these people? Kaz Raheem Payton. He said, it's better than I expected. I underestimated her skills in the ring, and I'm impressed. She deserves to unify the titles. All right. I agree with it, but bro, work on your shit. All right, one more, and you guys are going to laugh at this one. Lamont McFarland. He said she's the greatest champ next to Asuka and Shayna.
Oh, no.
What?
No.
What?
You're forgetting Bailey, bro. You
Bro.
forgot Bailey? You forgot Sasha Banks?
Listen, my guy.
No.
You are 1,000% wrong.
Yeah.
I don't like you. And don't ever comment again.
Now, I said she's improved, but I never said she's ranked up there with Asuka, Bailey, Charlotte.
Wait a minute. Clay, did you write that? Is that your alter ego?
Hell no. There's only one $50 man, damn it.
Whoa!
It's me.
All right.
All right, then.
Don't call your uncle.
I don't need no damn alter ego.
Don't call your Uncle Ted. But no, I disagree with that. That's not fair.
No.
Not fair. So, All right. You know what? That's it for the Facebook post. If you guys have any comments or questions that you want us to talk about in the following week's show, just drop us a line on there. We'll talk about it. Sure. We might make fun of you, but we'll talk about it.
Sure.
All right. Right now it's time for the wrestling news from around the world. Take it away, Clay.
All right. Let's get into that wrestling news from around the world. Triple H has been promoted to also Chief content officer of WWE. So he's adding more to his resume.
God damn.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. More Triple H, the better.
You know what? Why not? We're at the point where it's like, why not? You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Prior to his arrest, Velveteen Dream apparently bit a gym manager while he was getting arrested.
I heard about that.
Yes.
And it's just interesting enough, in my rumors, I have a statement from EC3.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys are going to be like, what the fuck?
Oh, wait a minute. I've heard about this too.
Yeah, I think I read this. Okay.
I'll say it in my rumors.
Yeah, sick fucker. Tonight on SmackDown, apparently there was a tweet by MJF that threw up a 1 symbol during the Bloodline promo.
Really?
I saw that.
I didn't know that.
It said apparently MJF's a fan of the Bloodline.
Yeah.
Yep.
I saw that tonight.
Wow.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it is.
WWE is planning to keep the names of T-Bar and Butch. So,
Really?
Why?
Yeah.
Why? Why you gotta do that to Dominic Dijakovic?
I know, right?
What's wrong with that name? That's a good name.
You know
Pete
what?
Dunne and Dominic Dijakovic are good names.
But not only that, it took me how long to pronounce Dominic's fucking name? And now you're gonna do this, and then you're gonna take it away just like that and say "fuck you, Tony"?
Basically,
Fuck out of here!
That
Who's in charge?
Triple H.
All right, I'll let him go.
There you go.
It's all right.
And my last bit of news, and yes, this one hurts. Pat McAfee is taking a break from WWE to do College Game Day.
I got the coffee machine ready to go, Clay. Anytime you need a cup.
I know. But hey, you know what? I watch College Game Day too, so that's okay. I'm still seeing Pat.
Clay, we're going to have to have a talk, buddy. We're going to have to have a talk.
No.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do, Clay. I think it's time Tony Diaz and Elio Canella have a talk with you.
Uh-oh.
Because you're too obsessed with Pat McAfee.
You can't.
No, wait a minute.
No.
Wait a minute. And yet, you still have not become a fan of fucking Wendy Chu. I'm disappointed in you, Clay.
There is a big fucking difference between Wendy Chu and Pat McAfee.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is.
Shut your ass.
Hey, but you know, I'm
for the
happy
for the fans that are not watching, Clay's literally crying right now.
It's a tear in my eye.
He's got plenty of tears coming down because he heard this news. You know, he's contemplating his whole fucking life right now.
Right?
It's gonna be okay, Clay.
I know. I just need a hug.
Listen, just see. You know what? You know who would give you a hug? Wendy Chu.
Oh God.
See?
No.
There you go.
No.
She would be like, there, Clay. It's gonna be okay.
Thank you, Elio.
Darn it. Well, I don't need it.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, Clay.
We'll see. All right, that's all I have for the wrestling news. Tony, let's get into rumors.
All right, I only got 2, and the other one that I got is basically a statement from EC3 about the Velveteen Dream. I will read that in a second. But apparently, Thunder Rosa asked for her release from AEW, but it was denied. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Wow. Yep.
AEW is just crumpling, bro.
Right?
This is okay. Now, here next year, Dark Side of the Ring is going to have a documentary, The Rise and Fall of AEW.
You know what? Actually,
It's coming.
You know what? Actually, before we logged on, I was on TikTok. I saw a video. Someone edited footage from various Dark Side of the Ring episodes, and they spliced in footage from the media scrum and everything that's been going on.
Really?
Yeah,
I'd love to hear it.
Yeah,
I really would.
I mean, if I can find it, I'll drop it in the chat.
Man,
sweet.
AEW, let me tell you, man, they got to get their shit together.
Yeah, they do. they're losing people left and right.
Yeah.
That and it sucks because I'm not saying I'm 50-50 with WWE and AEW. I want them to succeed. I want to have another wrestling promotion, and so don't get it twisted.
Yeah,
but it's crumbling.
But the thing is, we're calling a spade, and that's what everybody has to understand. It's not that we're bashing AEW.
No.
Okay, we're not WWE fanboys. But the truth of the matter is that if it's right there in front of you, fucking admit it. Don't fucking try to cover it up. You know what I'm saying? I look at a lot of things from a wrestler's perspective, okay? And I've been there in the indies where I've seen boys helping out boys. And what I mean by that, I mean friends helping out friends. And meanwhile, there's other guys like myself that's trying to make a name for ourselves in the indies are getting shit on. I've seen it so many fucking times. And this is an example of what's happening to AEW. Okay? But the difference is that Tony Khan is such a fanboy of wrestling that he don't know what the fuck he's doing. Okay? Yep. He just doesn't. And then all of a sudden he took power away from Cody, and look what happened with Cody. And it seems like he's taking power away from Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, who are VPs of the fucking company. He took their power away, letting CM Punk. You know what? We're going to talk about that later. Let me shut my ass. Oh, wait. It's on me. It's rumors.
Yeah.
So, another rumor is that Braun Strowman will be a babyface on the SmackDown roster going forward. So, it looks like he's going to be a SmackDown guy.
Okay.
We'll see. So, now, we got to go to this. To me, this is pretty fucking disgusting.
Very.
It just seems like Velveteen Dream can't keep his fucking name off of social media. And I'm sorry to say I'm starting to believe more of what social media has out there than him. He hasn't really publicly came out yet and talked about if it's true or not of what's been going down with him. But even still, I'm just saying. Now, this is a statement from EC3. This is what he said. It's a little long, so just bear with me. He said EC3 spoke about Patrick Clark, a.k.a. Velveteen Dream, and how the former NXT North American champion has demons in his closet. He then went on to share a very disturbing story about finding inappropriate videos of other wrestlers on Clark's phone, Velveteen Dream, at wrestlers' parties in Orlando, Florida. This is a quote from EC3. He said, "We had a party. It was at my place, and Patrick came over. Even though I didn't really like him, he was invited because I was trying to welcome everybody. He left his cell phone in my bathroom. The camera was on and was trying to capture people peeing. Disgusting.
Sick.
I took the phone. I stopped the recording. I made sure the video of people's privates were deleted because this was happening in my own home. According to EC3, the phone was positioned next to a soap dispenser so that it could capture people using the toilet. He claimed that he found the device positioned selfie style propped up on filming. When he went to use the bathroom, noting that it was set up to obviously capture people's private parts. At first, EC3 thought he was tripping and kind of overreacted. However, when he finally realized what was going on, he made sure that he put an end to it. I booted everybody from the house to avoid having a serious confrontation with him in front of everyone." So.
It's disgusting, man.
It is, man. The fuck's wrong with you, man?
Velveteen Dream's got problems.
You
Bro,
think?
I'll tell you what, right now, if that shit was going down in my place, I would have ripped him a new one. I really would have. Like, that's just disgusting. You're doing that in my home, in my house. Fuck you. Yeah. I would have made a scene. I'll be honest with you. I would have made a fucking scene. And I guarantee you, if whoever else wrestlers that he got on film was like that, beat the shit out of him as well. Yeah. So that's just me personally.
No, I agree with you. That's very disturbing, though. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with you? But it's making me realize something too. all those other accusations about Velveteen Dream in the past. Remember when he was in NXT?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on now.
Right.
Yep.
Probably true.
He's a little freaky diggy.
A little bit.
Yeah, I think.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, man, I don't think he's gonna be anywhere near a wrestling ring.
No.
I think his career is over. To be honest, he might have to work
just-
at Disney with fucking what's his name there, but he got fired. Fucking the dude that likes what's his name? The penis dude. The fuck's his name? Elio, you know who I'm talking about? He had the power of the penis, that motherfucker. You grab his joint and he would do stupid shit with it.
Are you talking about Joey Ryan?
Joey Ryan.
Ryan, yes. Yeah. Okay, I got you now.
Yeah, Joey Ryan.
I completely forgot. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
He got hired at Disney. He was working at
fucking kidding.
Wow, I didn't know that part.
You didn't know that?
No, that's why. That name didn't even enter my mind. I was I forgot about this guy.
Yeah.
I am so questioning Disney now.
No. Wait a minute. There's more to that. When Disney found out why he's not wrestling anymore, they fired him.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Because what happened was someone posted a picture of Joey Ryan and posted all over social media, and Disney looked into it, found out why he was released from all these wrestling companies, why they're not wrestling. He's not wrestling with them, and they fired him. They're like, nope,
okay,
get the fuck out.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Mickey Mouse. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he was. I think he was like an animal handler or some shit.
Wow.
Yeah. He looked totally different too. Grew his hair out, all that shit. Put it it was weird. It was weird.
Huh.
But that's why I said, Disney don't hire Velveteen Dream. But
exactly.
I mean,
he has no one to blame but himself.
It's
None.
true.
So
And
good riddance.
It's if somebody hires him, they're fucking stupid. But like I said, I've been in the indies a long time, and there's always that one fucking idiot that will do it.
Mm-hmm.
Just to get that, notoriety. I guess I were to fucking say that shit. I think it's bullshit, but I can't even say get help. You know what I'm saying? I just can't. It's like, dude, just fucking go away.
He's a sick motherfucker.
Yeah.
He is. End of the day. So that's how I see it.
All right, that's all I got for rumors. Clay, what do you got for injury?
All right, I have a couple. Ruby Soho has apparently broken her nose.
Yeah.
So,
she got nailed hard.
It was an all out, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Pre-show.
Then, poor Ruby.
Yeah.
So,
did you see pictures of it yet or no?
I haven't seen the pictures, no, but I seen where she got hit. But I was like, it didn't look pretty. So.
Yeah. And you can see Ty Conti asking, like when she was pinning her, she asked her too, "Are you all right?" And then right after that, the ref went to Ty Conti, and then Ty Conti looked at the ref and said, "Go check on her." And then that's why, if you look back, first of all, you can see Ty Conti saying that, "Are you all right?" And then after the pin, then you can see Ty Conti going to the ref saying, "Check on her." And then that's when the ref went and checked on Ruby. But fast recovery for her is unfortunate. Shit like that happens, but she'll come back. But she's gonna wear a mask. I guarantee it.
For sure.
Yep.
And my other injury, CM Punk, a guy that we're getting ready to talk about here in a second, has a arm injury. Apparently, it was during the match at All Out.
They said it was a torn pec.
Torn pectoral. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Did I go ahead?
No, it's all good.
Oh,
it's
okay.
all good. But yeah, so apparently, the fight afterwards didn't help. I'm sure, but he's going to be out probably for good.
Well, at first I saw 6 to 9 months.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, yeah.
Oh no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Clay has wishful thinking.
A little bit.
Yeah.
So, get better, Punk. Who knows if you'll wrestle again? So we'll see.
Yeah, fuck him.
But that's all I have for the injuries. Let's get to the hot tag news.
All right, this week's hot tag news we have is thoughts on CM Punk's Scrum Conference. Obviously, if you've been living under a rock and you don't know what the fuck is going on, Punk went out of his way. You know what? I should have did the video on it. I could have played it, but we'll make it fast and sweet. If you guys don't know, after the AEW pay-per-view, Punk just went crazy on the fucking mic on the press conference, started talking shit about Colt Cabana, talking shit about Adam Page, talking shit about the fucking Young Bucks, the whole elite. Apparently, after that, he was in his locker room, and the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, they're saying, stormed into his locker room. The fucking fight broke out. Ace Steel apparently bit Tony Omega in the arm. And threw a chair at Matt Jackson. Now, I'm hearing two sides that Matt Jackson's got a black eye or he got knocked out.
I think it was Nick.
Yeah, it was Nick Jackson.
I thought it was Matt.
Yeah, no, it was Nick.
Was it Nick? I thought it was Matt. But either way, I mean, he posted a picture of himself the following day after everybody was saying that, and he looked fine. But that doesn't mean shit anyway. But we don't know. I mean, it was just an all-out fight, and that they're saying that's when CM Punk tore his pec. That's what they're saying. Right. Don't know if that's true. Don't know if it happened during the match. But either way, this thing got out of hand. This thing has gone crazy.
Very.
So they're saying that there's an investigation now. As you can see on this past Wednesday, they stripped Punk's title. They're doing a tournament for a new AEW champion. They didn't even say interim. Okay? They didn't even say interim. They're doing a new trios tournament to crown them. So obviously, this is a really bad situation.
Very.
So before I read these fucking comments, what do you guys think?
I honestly think Punk has lost his shit. I really do. If even like the stories that we've heard from the past, like of Punk's comments and everything, there is no reason at all to go up in a press conference and call out everybody that you're, bad with, whatever. That is so unprofessional. Just to throw out everybody like that. That is ridiculous.
You're right.
Do I blame Kenny and the Young Bucks for going in, storming in, whatever? No, because they're kind of defending themselves in a way, but there shouldn't have been a fight at all. There shouldn't have been. It should have been grown men talking. Understandably, you're pissed off. Understandably, the whole situation. Now, why I said Ace Steel is a bitch. Okay, you're in a fight. What kind of bitch would bite somebody during a fight?
Right?
True.
It's fucking true. Me personally, I've never been in a fight. Probably never will. I'm too old for the shit.
You're too nice of a guy, Clay.
I am. Now I can rage and get all crazy and all that, but you know what? I wouldn't hit a soul unless it was meaningful.
But Elio, wait a minute. But Elio, on the other hand, I heard he's been fucking dudes up since the fucking pre-K.
I can believe that. I can see it.
Elio, you monster.
It's true.
The secret's out.
I already knew. Don't try to hide that shit with me.
Right?
No, go ahead, Clay.
But going back to that, it was way out of proportion. Way much going on. Just it shouldn't have happened like it did. Yeah. Now, I believe everything that everybody has said about CM Punk now. It's gotten to the point where you're a dick, man. You seriously are. Just going up there like that, the way you did, the way you could have handled it went way so much better. And you should just be done with wrestling in general, because I could care less if you left right now. Just get off. I mean, I welcomed you back with open arms. I think a lot of us did.
We gave him a chance.
We did. And you know what? You showed your true colors. So fuck you. But The other thing is, never heard of Ace Steel in my life, but you know what? I don't want to hear that shit from him no more either.
Yeah.
But
now, was he a wrestler?
Elio, was he a wrestler?
I know. That's
what? I only ever heard the name. I don't even. Before this, I hadn't even seen this Ace Steel guy.
Oh, really?
No, I only ever heard the name. And then when he showed up on Dynamite, they're like, well, he's the one that trained CM Punk.
Wow.
Yeah, apparently he's a professional wrestler. Yeah.
Oh, he was?
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Still never heard of him.
Yeah, right? But that's really all I have to say about it. It's just something that...
He was trained by William Regal and Dave Finlay. And Dave
really?
and Harley Race.
Wow.
Okay, sure.
Huh. Another problem, I just thought of this. Another problem I have with the fucking people defending CM Punk on social media.
Right.
Yes. I've seen so many people like, oh, well, he's backing himself up and he's just speaking his word. Like, no. You don't do that at a press conference and call out everybody. You're not defending yourself. You're throwing everybody under the bus.
Exactly.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
So no, fuck you, Punk.
But not only that, the look on fucking Tony Khan's face when he was doing that. He
probably had no clue.
No, he didn't.
That he was doing that.
He didn't.
So no. Good
Elio, Elio, what are your thoughts on this whole fucking debacle? That's a big word for me to say.
There's 2 words for what CM Punk did last week, and that is cause unnecessary chaos.
That's 3. I said 2, Elio.
Unnecessary chaos, 2 words.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, but last year he comes back and says last year he comes back and says, "Oh, he can't wait to work with all the young talent in the locker room." There are people in the back who actually listen, as long as it's to you, right? Because no one else matters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now a year later, so I'm believing everything that they're saying about Punk, because why who would do that? That was just big mess from the media scrum, and then I thought it ended there, and then I hear about this fight that takes place afterwards. So Punk did it to himself.
He did. Because there was no reason for that. Well, I mean, especially do it for the whole fucking world to see.
Yep.
And then now, this is what I'm pissed off about, is that all week, all we've been hearing is what? The whole fucking media scrum, the fucking locker room. What happened with that? No credit about the pay-per-view at all.
Mm-mm.
And the other people that put in their hard work. Not saying it was a great pay-per-view to begin with, but, that's not fair to them guys. It isn't.
Not at all.
Because we only heard about Ruby's, I only heard about Ruby Soho maybe once or twice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate. That's a nasty injury she suffered. But everything else in that pay-per-view, the people that put in that work, whether it was a good pay-per-view or not, took it away. Because because this is supposed to be their WrestleMania, right?
It's what they said, yes. Yeah.
And we have not heard one thing about that pay-per-view. It was all about this bullshit that CM Punk did.
Now, did he get injured in the match as well?
I don't know. They're saying that he tore his pec, but I don't know. That some people are saying it happened in the match, but then they're saying it happened at the fight.
That's what I'm like in my injuries. That's why I was like, I didn't know if it was the match with Moxley or if it was the brawl backstage that tore his pec.
Oh yeah, because if he got injured in the match, he did it to himself again, because you come back from it. You come back from your foot injury, foot surgery, after being away so long. You decide to have a match on Dynamite for the interim World Championship. Then you have another rematch at All Out, and now you're out for surgery again.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and I was reading too here. It's apparently now some keep saying that it's a work.
It's
No.
not a work. Jesus Christ.
No, it's not
Because-
a fucking work.
Because they even say here, like, oh, it was planned weeks ago. I'm like, you don't plan something like that. That's not at work.
That makes no sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't plan a rant at a press conference and then a brawl
No,
backstage.
no.
A real brawl. You don't.
No.
Like, the article, CM Punk post AEW All Out rant planned weeks ago. No, I don't believe it.
But see, that Punk and Omega and the Young Bucks aren't the only ones involved. You had Christopher Daniels. You had Brandon Cutler.
Yeah,
you
apparently, that wasn't Daniels trying to break it up.
Yeah, and he ended up getting suspended. Like, wait.
Yeah.
You get a suspension. You get a suspension. You broke it up. You get a suspension too.
Everybody gets a suspension. This is fucking
But
Oprah.
That's the other thing, though, that pisses me off. AEW credit has kissed Punk's ass since he has been in AEW. You know how many shows they've had in Chicago?
Exactly. I said that last week.
The guy, I mean, seriously, the whole weekend through All Out was in Chicago.
It was terrible. And God forbid if Punk should look bad in Chicago, right?
Exactly. He's on the cover of their fucking video game.
Yep.
He got world champion real quick. Shit, he was undefeated for most of his time in AEW.
Yeah.
So really, you obviously didn't give a fuck about working with the young talent.
No,
Or,
he didn't.
oh, I'm there for everybody and the fans and blah. No. Bullshit. You were in there for you.
I tell you this much, it makes MJF's promo on Wednesday that much more believable.
No.
Yeah. I agree.
I mean, like he calls Adam Page a dumb fuck.
Yeah.
The EVPs, he calls them incompetent.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a year ago he was praising everyone. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
No. I'm honestly I'm done with Punk. I really am.
Yep.
Meanwhile, he's got a 0-2 record in UFC, but that's a different story.
It's true.
All right, let's read these damn comments. Daniel Franceschione, he says, dude, get a Ric Flair drip.
What does that even mean? I saw that. That's not even what the post was about.
No, it wasn't. And I'm going to send Daniel a private message because he's actually a friend of mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when I wrestled, he was a referee.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to private message him and be like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah. Josh Sanders says, hope CM Diva gets fired for all the bullshit entitlement he thinks he deserves. Now, he posted a picture. He said, and it's a woman yelling at a dude's ear. And he said, so basically CM Punk went to WWE and won multiple world championships, but he wasn't happy, so he walked out. He returned to wrestling after 7 years, and AEW made him world champion, but he's still not happy. Now, this is where it gets a little interesting because a lot of people argued with Josh Sanders. Rob Campbell was one of them. He said, Josh, he had the balls to stick up for himself, and now he had the balls to tell everybody the truth. I'm no fan of CM Punk, but I got to ask you this. What was he the number one guy? Doesn't matter if he had the belt. Was he the number one guy? No, he wasn't. He was pushed aside for The Rock. He was pushed aside for Cena. He was pushed aside for Chris Jericho. So I have the utmost respect for him because he had the balls to well, he said ball. Bro. Is there something that you know that we don't? He might just have one ball. I don't fucking know. But he said to stick up for himself. Yeah, he took his ball and went home. But when you're treated like a piece of meat, that gets old. Josh responded and said, who has the balls? And I'm somewhat confused on your comment. So then Rob responded back. He said, Punk first had the balls to tell the truth about Vince McMahon and the WWE. And then he had the balls to tell the truth about the Elite because anybody with eyes can see that he ran off Cody. No. He did not.
No.
So Josh responded back to Rob and said, truth, it's a company ran by a man with his family. Punk comes off to me like a entitled, whiny man who gets what he wants and then still isn't happy. That I agree with. Mm-hmm. He is a toxic energy in any business. Be glad tonight when he gets fired, rightfully stripped of the title. If it's because he is injured, then that shows he is so self-entitled that he got the championship, but his body is way past his heavyweight championship time. And that he did the mic bomb or whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean. Then Valentine Amokai, he responded to Josh Sanders and said, "Sir, I offer much value to this company, and I believe I'm not getting according to what I deserve. I need a raise. You," he's referring to Josh, saying, "No way, you're whiny and self-entitled." Bro, I don't agree with that.
When was Josh a booker?
Exactly.
I thought I was the booker.
Yeah, exactly. Tell him, Valley. Oh, shit. But the thing of it is, Josh never came across as a booker. He was just stating his opinion. So Josh responded to this Valentine dude and said he was paid very well. Don't let his crocodile tears fool you. The key words in that logic is Punk's belief that he is worth value, all while trying not to do the job he is paid to do. Then acting as if he was even close to a Taker, Stone Cold, Rock, or Cena type of caliber guy. His type of beliefs are the type that can cause problems in a company who has a billionaire controlling just fine without CM Punk wanting everything his way. So many other wrestlers have successfully climbed that ladder of success for me to believe he had it that bad. So then finally Valentine responded to Josh and says, You can't say that after he and Cena were constantly main eventing throughout the year. You could easily get where Punk's frustrations came from. At the last minute, they brought The Rock. He was still ready to work. If the WWE had not been careless with his health, wouldn't you agree? Give the guy a break. No.
Give the guy a break.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, come on. Seriously? No. Fuck that. Fuck Punk.
I agree.
Couple more. Bruce Nichols says still won't admit that his time has come and gone. Okay.
Yep.
Bernard Krum, I can't pronounce your name, bro. Sorry. Like Punk, but we all know he's a hothead. And this stuff probably hasn't been... Bro, you know what? Number one, fucking Bernard, stop putting a period after fucking 4 words, bro. You're fucking me up.
Oh, shoot.
Did he do this shit on purpose?
I don't know. Maybe it...
Fucking son of a bitch. He was trying to get me. That's what the fuck he was... That you motherfucker. You know what? Fuck you. I'm not reading it. Jason Alberti, he said, PG Punk told no lies. People hate to hear the truth. Twinkle Toes and the Hardleys are a joke as EVPs. Damn.
Right.
But is he right?
This is what I mean.
Is he wrong? I mean,
he's wrong.
Yeah, he's wrong.
This is the whole thing of what I mean by defending Punk. There are ways to throw out opinions or better than to go off on a fucking press conference in front of the world and throw people shade.
Yeah.
That's a difference. That's not showing balls. That's showing you're a fucking coward.
Yeah.
To me. Anyway, you get up on stage and, well, this person's a fucking bit and all this other stuff. Like, no, if you were me and you were doing that, say it to my face. You don't have to do it in front of a crowd.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
That's true.
Be a man. Be a man.
That is true. All right, you know what? I'm not going to read anymore. But before we close this out, what are your final thoughts on this? What do you think is going to happen in the long run? I mean, obviously we know what happened on Dynamite this past week, but what do you think is going to happen when the Young Bucks and Omega come back and Punk comes, if he comes back? I don't know. What do you guys think?
I feel like the Bucks and Omega will get their, place back. I feel like, they'll serve their suspension, however long it is, and they'll be back. If I was AEW and if I was Tony Khan, I would get Punk out of that locker room right now. Yeah. Immediately. I don't think there's no mending to it because it's been weeks of shit going on with Punk as of late.
Yeah.
You forget the promo that he had with Moxley. They called out Adam Page in front of a crowd. You go off in this random press conference and cuss everybody out and all this other shit. No, just get him out. I agree with what Josh says. He's toxic right now.
Did you see the T-shirt, the new T-shirt they have?
No.
It says, "We are Chicago."
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Seriously?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, AEW still has kissed CM Punk's ass. And you know what? I hope and pray they don't this time.
You know what? I think it just went to his head now at this point, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, come on. Seriously.
Look at Dynamite as a whole. Punk is plastered all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
So what does that tell you?
Yeah.
So we'll
Elio,
see, I guess.
Yeah. Elio, what are your final thoughts on this? What do you think is going to happen?
When the Young Bucks and Omega come back, do their suspension. When they come back, get their place in the company back. And as for Punk, they just need to get rid of him and forget he should be forgotten altogether because it's an embarrassment to wrestling.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. After this, yeah. Absolutely. Yep. It's like, dude, seriously?
I don't want to hear people say, "Oh, well, he'll just come back to WWE." No,
he won't.
WWE won't want his ass. They didn't want his ass the first.
You think Triple H would take him back? No.
He hates Triple H, and Triple H hates him.
I would say Triple H hates him.
That promo that Triple H cut on Punk years ago was 100% correct.
I said it on the show.
Yep.
Remember?
Yep.
I said it on the show. Who's right? Who's wrong? I'm sorry.
Yep.
Come on now. You know, at a booking standpoint, Triple H knocks it out the park. You think?
You know why it's a mess? See, I was also going back and forth on TikTok with someone. Like they were defending Punk. I'm like, yeah, but see, WWE has champions. Where's AEW's world champion?
Vacant
right now.
Right? That's what I'm saying. It didn't have to be that way.
And it's not the first time it's been vacant.
Yep.
No.
I mean, let's call a spade a spade.
Yep.
You know, I mean, we got to call it as we see it, people. And you guys, especially AEW fanboys, I'm sorry. You motherfuckers are the worst.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like fucking unbelievable. Unbelievable. There's other things I want to say, but it's off topic, and I'm not going to go there. But seriously, it's like, what the fuck, man? You guys got to get your fucking heads out of your ass. But all right, that's it. Because I got a headache. But yeah, let's take a pause for the cause, and when we come back, we have This Week in Wrestling.
Hi, I'm WWE superstar Charlotte Flair, also known as the Queen, and listen to Wrestling POV podcast, and always do it with Flair. Woo!
This is the hardcore legend Mick Foley, and you are listening to the Wrestling POV podcast.
Hey guys, this is Kevin Owens. Make sure to listen to the Wrestling POV podcast. Take it easy, guys. Maybe I'll end up on your show one day, who knows? But if I do, I'll probably end up taking the whole thing over, and then it won't really be your show anymore. So maybe it's not a good idea. Who knows? We'll see how that works.
All right, and we are back, and we have T-shirts available at ProWrestlingTees.com/WrestlingPOV. 7 different designs to choose from, $19.99 each. And now it's time for This Week in Wrestling. Tony, let's get raw.
Look at me, Tony. Look at me. You fucking mark.
All right, but before we go into This Week in Wrestling, we do have this week's fantasy matchup. Let me tell you something before I read these. Okay? This one right here has to be by far, in my opinion, probably one of the greatest fantasy matchups that we've had on this show.
Wow.
Now, Clay had old school. Elio had new school. Mm-hmm. Clay, his pick was Owen Hart versus Elio's pick of AJ Styles.
Oh, shit.
This one was good.
Yes.
This is, let me tell you, you know what? It's my opinion, But I think this has to be the best fantasy matchup we've had on this show.
Easily.
Very good pick. Very good pick. And
yeah.
Oh man. Definitely a poll for this one.
Oh yes.
I am so curious. I am so curious about this one. I really am.
Me too.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
This one is wow. I'm fucking blown away by this one.
Air 5. Yeah. Let's go.
This is a very good fucking pick, man. Holy shit. Very good pick, man. I can't wait for this one for next week's show. So, all right, let's go right into Raw. For me, I'm going to be honest, low points, I didn't have any because everything was kind of mediocre, but I do have a bunch of high points. The beginning promo with Edge, Dominic, and Ray.
That was
just
great.
Shows that Edge can still go with his shit.
Yes.
He said it straight up. Hey, I'm your uncle or whatever the fuck he said, but he goes, but you're a fucking man now. Get your ass over here. Get this ass over here. You know, I was like, God dang, okay, Edge, you scarred me.
I was like, come on, Dominic, get out here. I want to see Edge kick your ass.
Holy shit. Then, of course, Braun Strowman returning. I mean, he just came in, kicked everybody's ass, even though he slipped. Come on, let's be real. He slipped when he was doing that runaround. But you got to give Chad Gable credit because he played it off like he hit him.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he told us, because if you notice, they don't show any other angle but that hard camera.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that motherfucker slipped. But either way, it was good that Braun came back. It seems like Control Your Narrative is done. Is that fair to say?
Yeah. More likely.
Come on, that wasn't going anywhere anyway. So
No.
they're like, oh, we're booking these events. I'm like, how many people are really going to show up?
Yeah, no, they're done. But it's just funny to me because a lot of people, well, it's not funny, but a lot of people are saying that they're pissed off because I guess they had dates ahead and people paid for it. So
I remember hearing about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Ali EC3? Do they bring him back to WWE?
I don't know. It'd be interesting if they did. Because with Hunter there, they got to do right by EC3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing against EC3. He's an ugly motherfucker, first of all. But he's a good talent.
He is.
That dude's ugly, man. Come on, man.
I wasn't expecting you saying that.
When he was Derek Bateman?
Oh, my God. No.
That's another guy that didn't get his justice when he was in WWE.
No, that I agree with. No, he didn't get a chance. He did not. But he's still an ugly motherfucker. But he's a good talent.
Yeah.
The matches I had as a high point was Kevin Owens versus Theory. Damn good fucking match. Rey Mysterio versus Damian Priest. That was a good fucking match. And the main event, Miz versus Lashley. I mean, to me, in my opinion, Lashley is making that U.S. title relevant. Very, very, I mean, like, better than before.
Yes.
Gunther, Walter, he's making that IC belt so fucking relevant now.
Yep.
Yes.
It's not a joke anymore.
Nope.
U.S. title's not a joke anymore. Look who the fuck's holding it.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys, man, for Triple H to do what he's doing with both of these titles, fucking brilliant. Fucking brilliant. But that's all I got for high points. What did you guys have?
Yeah, mine were the same exact thing of high points. The same start of the show was unbelievably awesome. I'm actually looking forward for Dom to be a heel. So I'm looking forward to this Judgment Day, this new Judgment Day going forward. And Ray with the storyline and all that, it was good. The match with Priest and Ray, damn good match. I really enjoyed it. And then same, Kevin Owens versus Austin Theory was a good match too. But I wanted to point out that spot that Kevin took when Theory threw him against that steel ramp.
Oh, my God.
Hit his head.
Dude,
I was like,
man.
Oh.
Yeah.
I said that had to hurt.
Oh, it did. I know it did.
I was like, oh, I was like,
Yeah.
well, you know how guys don't normally get thrown to the side of the steps. Kevin took that whole thing, bashed his head against the step. I'm like, oh God. But
Yeah.
I felt bad.
Good
there.
call.
Yeah. Low points. I only had one. It was Raquel Rodriguez and Aaliyah versus Dewdrop and Nikki ASH.
You didn't like that?
Not really. I wasn't really for it. It wasn't like the bad match. I don't know. I just didn't really care for it, I guess to say. Like the team Raquel and Aaliyah, I feel like Aaliyah doesn't do as near as much as Raquel does.
No.
And I think I think that's a problem.
Yeah.
With it.
I agree.
So yeah, but I didn't
but did you
really
peep
into it.
Did you peep how Nikki threw her mask at Dewdrop in the back?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. It was in the background. I forget
somebody was doing a promo.
Yeah, and you can see them in the background. They were arguing, and Nikki Cross just threw her mask off and threw the Dewdrop.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they
I guess I didn't catch that.
So they might be breaking that team up.
Might be a good thing for him.
Yeah, I agree. That is all I have for Raw, though.
All right, Elio, what'd you get?
Right, I pretty much have the same thing as you guys. I love that promo before the Kevin Owens theory match where he's like, "Oh, I can call you Austin. You found your name."
I know, that was great.
Yep,
that was awesome.
That was.
I really don't have any low points. Those are all my high points.
You only had one?
No, I had everything that you guys had. Same. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. What was you gonna say, Clay?
No, I was gonna say, like, you know how we talked about a while back on the show where they said they were gonna start with the "Who's Your Daddy" chants for Theory.
Yeah,
I think fans are failing on that because I feel like it would work. I feel like in a crowd, just chant at Austin, "Who's your daddy?"
That's a T-shirt right there.
It is. It's fans, get with it. Chant that, please. I think that would work.
If I ever go to a house show and he's wrestling, that's all I'm going to be chanting until everybody starts picking that shit up. I don't give a fuck. I would. That's
instead of.
You're right, though. You're right.
Instead of you have, or was Miz's thing? You have big balls or
small ball, whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah, whatever it was.
Yeah.
But like, call out that. Like that's marketing.
But they were doing it when Dominic came out too. They were doing that whole daddy thing. So maybe, I don't know. But I think it would fit Theory more so than Dominic because of what Roman said. And that's that was a perfect opportunity for them. And it would have been a perfect opportunity for WWE to make these into T-shirts because it would sell. You know what I'm saying? And to have everybody keep chanting that shit every time Theory came out. You're absolutely right. But they were doing it for Dominic. So maybe they might do it for that. I don't know. But still, you know. Yeah, you're right. They dropped the ball on that.
Yep.
So, all right. So, overall, I gave Raw a B+ this week. Clay, what'd you have?
I'm right there with you. I gave it a B+.
All right. Elio, what'd you have?
I get a B+ as well. Raw's been consistent the past 3 weeks.
Yeah, they have. Yeah. All right, up next we have NXT with Clay. Clay, take it away.
All right, we're going right into NXT. And guys, I was really impressed with this show. This was one of the best NXT 2.0s in a long time.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
Well, let's start it
agree.
off. High points. I gave it first one to JD McDonough versus Wes Lee. I thought it was a really good match between these guys. Throughout the whole match, it was good. JD getting the win and even messing with that one announcer, not Barrett, but the other one, where he was like trying to grab his leg. He's like, get off, that sort of thing, which was like, oh, that was so cool.
Yeah.
I like that. So I give that a high point. Meiko Satomura versus Roxanne Perez was a damn good match.
That was a good match.
That was.
I loved it. Back and forth, solid all around. Meiko got the win. And then Cora attacks her, which adds to that story.
Yeah,
this was all around good.
Yeah. And what I love about that is they went to commercial, which they're like, we're gonna do picture in picture, which they don't do here. But after they came back, they're like, this happened during the break.
Yeah.
That's what they should do during the break. Don't do a picture in picture because it distracts.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, it does. I don't like it either.
I hate it. Another point I gave to Axiom versus Nathan Frazier. Really good match between these guys. I heard it's 2 out of 3 2 out of 3 matches.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to these guys having more matches like this because
so am I.
It was great.
And you know what was funny when I think it was a couple of weeks ago they were in the back. Nathan Frazier was they were playing it like Axiom's never been in NXT UK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yes. And my last high point I gave to Braun Breaker and Tyler Bate versus Gallus. This was a great main event. Definitely with everything going around, it was good, and I want to see more of Tyler Bate. So hopefully he stays with how he's doing now. So it was a good main event.
Yeah.
I only had one low point though. It was Ricochet versus Trick Williams. Not really the match. It was decent, but it was so predictable. Okay, you're not going to have Ricochet lose to Trick.
No,
they fucking better not.
Right? That would be a major setback. So the match itself was okay. I just didn't like how predictable it was for that match.
I agree.
But I do have a side note.
Oh.
Backstage with Kiana James. Who the hell is that manager of hers?
What?
She had okay. So Kiana,
I must
James,
have missed it because I don't remember that.
Okay, so in the go back and watch it. You'll
I know.
I
know who Clay's talking about. I don't know who that is.
Kiana James and the
Ariana
Grace was in the back talking about how they would attack Tony
okay.
or Zoe Stark and Nikita Lyons. That manager though, woof. I was like, who is this? Like, it was out of nowhere, too. But, hey, I just...
Take it down a notch, Clay.
Talking a lot with this show, man.
You're fucking sweating, bro.
A little bit, yeah.
Take it easy, my guy.
I thought I had to throw that out there. I just thought, maybe the guys saw the same thing I did. You know what I'm saying?
No, I did. I remember now. Yeah. But NXT was a really good show. So I liked it. So what do you guys have? You know what? I had the same thing you did, but I'm gonna add something to my high point, which is Doudrop and Nikki Ash versus Toxic Attraction. I thought it was a good match. I didn't mind it. It was good to have Toxic with veterans like Nikki Ash and Doudrop. So it was a good match. They showed, you can tell they were learning off of them too. And it was good. Yeah. And Doudrop was just amazing in this match, just to show how good of a worker she really is. If people don't like her, no, you're not really seeing how truly good she is.
Yep.
As a big woman too, on top of that. Much better than Nia Jax. And for Doudrop to do what she does in that ring, it's very I applaud her. I tip my hat off to her. My low point though, same as you, I don't want to take it away from Ricochet, but it's just Trick. Ricochet. It was Trick. I can't stand him. He acts like a fucking wrestler. He is not fucking convincing at all to me, and I don't think he ever will. He's the type that just wants to constantly show his fucking face so people can be like, oh my God, that's Trick. No, fuck you. I don't like you. Get the fuck out of wrestling. You're not going to make it the main roster. I'll tell you that much. And I hope people start to realize and see that. I can't stand the guy, but that's all I got. Same as you, though, with the high points, but I just added the Doudrop match. But, yeah, everything else is the same.
Well, even after that match, when they were interviewing Carmelo,
Trick, God, yeah,
it was you could see what we're talking about.
Yes,
if you just look into it. Carmelo's off to the side, and then there's Trick. And whenever Carmelo was talking, movement, showing all, and
it's like, dude, you don't have to do all that shit.
No,
it's like he's trying to take the shine off of fucking Carmelo.
It is, and it's happened multiple times.
Yes. You're absolutely right, but that's all I got. Elio.
Yeah, I got the same. I just added the backstage segments with bringing for my low points. I just added the backstage segment with Schism
Yeah. What the fuck are they doing?
And Tony D'Angelo is still trying to recruit Cameron Grimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's getting old real quick.
Otherwise, everything else is the same.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but they just cannot. You know what? Cameron Grimes just needs to be in the main roster already. Yeah. He's already proved himself in NXT. There's nothing more he needs to do. But it looks like it's going to be a program between him and Tony D, unfortunately.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for Carmelo Hayes to turn on Trick Williams and just drop him.
If that ever happens, I'll make sure NXT wins for the A show of the week.
There you go. Overall, though, I gave NXT a B+, same as I did Raw. Tony, what'd you give it?
I gave it a B this week. Very good show.
All right.
I gave it a B as well.
All right. We're going to Dynamite with Elio.
All right. Dynamite. the fun show.
Elio, fuck, goddamn, you said that with such enthusiasm. Bro.
That's a way to start out.
Right?
Here we go.
Come on, my guy.
All right, let's go with Dynamite. With everything that's been going on this week.
Exactly.
Okay, so I gave high points. I gave it to MJF's promo.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was really great.
He fucking fooled everybody, which I laughed so hard.
He did.
That was so great.
Yep.
Then Death Triangle and Best Friends. I'm so glad they gave the titles to the Death Triangle.
I am too.
I'm like, if they want to give it to the Best Friends, that's it.
I would have fucking lost it.
Right.
And again, I gave it to Paige and Danielson and Wheeler Yuta and Daniel Garcia.
Yeah.
Yep.
You guys know I wrestled Daniel Garcia a long time ago?
Yeah. He was tell me that.
He was a scrawny little shit, too, and I beat the fuck out of him. I'll tell you that much.
Wow.
I'll send you guys on Messenger the match. I found it.
You found it? Sweet.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
I beat the fuck out of him.
I want to see it.
I'll send it to you.
And
go ahead, Elio.
And low points I gave it to Wardlow, Tony Nese, and Tony Storm, Penelope Ford.
Oof.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I agree. I hate to do it, too.
Right?
I did, too.
Because Tony Storm is good. But seriously?
She is. But you're just the interim champ, and you put her against Penelope Ford? Of everybody that you got? Penelope Ford?
Yep.
I'm just saying.
Right.
I agree. That's all you got?
That's all I got.
I'll go. I have the same things you have as far as high points go. Low point, same thing with Tony Storm and Ford, Penelope Ford. But I also added the rapper for Daniel Garcia. I mean, seriously? Is this what the fuck we're doing?
Who was that?
I was asking the same thing.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is that? I don't know who you are. But you're coming out with all this bling. It's like, bro, I don't know you. That could be fake anyways. But
what if it was that one rapper that was in the audience that 1 week?
Don't get me started.
I'm just saying.
Come on, man. I mean, serious. People, understand. I'm not saying this like I'm a WWE fanboy. I'm not. But fucking at least WWE does the shit right. Well, I hate some of the people WWE has there, but at least I know who the fuck they are.
Right?
Machine Gun Kelly. I know who the fuck he is. They put him on the show. Do I like him? No.
Bad Bunny.
I'm not a fan of his music. Maybe one. I think one song I like. But even still. No, it's not even that one.
Oh. I like Booker T.
But at least you know who the fuck he is.
Exactly.
AEW, they just throw rappers out there just to fucking throw them out there, and they come out with this fake ass bling acting like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to cheer. Get the fuck out of here.
Right?
It's fucking bad. So I put it as a low point. Even that other guy that's apparently supposed to fight with Hook next week. Give me a fucking break.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is either.
God damn.
So-and-so's a big deal. I'm like, who the fuck is this dude?
The one that no one can remember his name.
Yeah.
I still don't know his name.
Neither do I. Apparently he was on Jersey Shore. I don't know.
Are you fucking serious?
That's ridiculous because I was asking about like who is this guy, and they're like, oh, apparently he's on Jersey Shore.
Is this what the fuck they're doing? I mean, are you serious right now?
I'm serious. That's what they're saying.
Wow. That's all I got before I fucking lose my goddamn. You know what? I need a drink. Go ahead.
There you go. Yeah, high points were the same. I gave it to MJF's and Moxley's promo. I thought was really good to start out the show. Even after the whole week what has been going on, they did well with it. I also gave it to Death Triangle versus Best Friends. It was a damn good match. And I also gave a good match to Adam Page versus Bryan Danielson. I thought it was a really good match too. So I had to give that. Low point, same, was Tony Storm and Penelope Ford. Just I didn't enjoy it at all.
And it's sad.
It is. And I hated to do it to Tony, but hey, I got to call it how I see it. And
thanks, Clay.
You're welcome. Tony Storm. Tony
Storm. Oh, Tony Storm. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, not you. No. And my other low point was Stokely's group attack on some random dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
What was that?
But you know what, though? I'll be honest. Even though I agree with you, Clay, but that kid can take bumps.
He did. He did really well.
I give him credit.
But like, well, that was good on that part. But that group, like the Gun Club, Moriarty or whatever, and Morrissey is just a bigger version of Hager, of Jake Hager. You're gonna be quiet, stand back, and then kick somebody. Okay, well, whatever. Sure, go for it. If that's what you want to do with the rest of your pro wrestling career, by all means, you're better than that, Morrissey. You really are. But whatever. But that's all I have for Dynamite.
All right, overall,
I give it a C.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I must have been fucking smoking some fucking wacky tobacco because I gave it a B minus.
Me and Tony must have been on the joint because I gave it a B minus as well. Oh, shoot.
Holy shit! All right, man.
I did. Just the fact of, like we said, that Dynamite was happening and all that. They still put out decent content
it was
throughout
okay,
the
yeah.
show.
Yeah.
So
no, that I agree with.
It wasn't all the joint, you know.
It was the roach. All right, so let's go right into SmackDown. I was kind of like the same thing with SmackDown. I didn't have a low point because everything was kind of like in the middle. So, but a high point I do have was Imperium versus the Brawling Brutes. You know what? I'm not a fan of keeping a storyline going over and over, but I want to see this shit again. Yes. Let me tell you, these guys, it's like they love to fight.
Let them fight. 25 beats or whatever. I was like, ow.
God, man, that was fucking crazy.
This should have been on a pay-per-view. This
really I agree.
Yes.
Extreme Rules. Whew.
Yes.
Imagine, because that's the next pay-per-view, right? Extreme Rules.
Yep.
Yeah, just imagine. Yep. Just imagine what these fucking guys will do. They'll fucking take the whole show. The other one I had was Solo Sikoa versus Drew McIntyre. Good match. I love the ending. I tell you, Sami Zayn, he fits right in with the fucking bloodline. He does.
Yes, he does.
I love it when he's in there because he's trying so fucking hard, but he's making it himself. You know what I'm saying? That's why when we were comparing him to Owen Hart when he was with the Nation of Domination, that's why I was like, I don't see him imitating Owen because he's doing his own thing. Yep. And that's good. That's very good on his part. So I always appreciated that. That's all I got. What do you guys got?
Yeah, high points the same was Imperium versus the Brawling Brutes. I loved this match. I didn't care if this lasted an hour. These guys were awesome. Like, they only went half an hour. I'm just saying, if they went an hour, I still would have loved it. Yeah. So I definitely a great match.
A very good showing.
Yes. I also gave it to Solo Sikoa versus Drew. I thought this was a good debut for Solo.
Yeah.
Going against Drew and the whole bloodline as a whole, this was great. Even though Roman wasn't there, it still was really, really well done. So, and Cross and Scarlett coming out. I was wondering why the TV went from like color to gray instantly. I'm like, what is this? And it's cross. I'm like, okay, it makes much sense now. So that was pretty cool.
The TV's not broken.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah. So I'm looking up. I'm like, wait, what? When I'm on TV.
But yeah, and really the only low point I had for this show, and I hated to do it, was Braun attacking Alpha Academy. It wasn't bad, but you basically did the same thing on Raw. I was expecting a little bit different going on SmackDown, that sort of thing. And Alpha Academy, I love them, but tried so hard to get that Seattle crowd to boo them, especially when they went to that basketball thing. Yeah, and they tried to do the thing that Elias and Kevin did a few years ago. Yeah, it wasn't as impactful as what Elias and Owens did. But it's still, they tried so hard to do it. But yeah, Braun attacking them was great. I just wish it was a little different than what it was on Raw.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's all I had.
All right. So overall, I gave SmackDown a C+ this week. Elio, what'd you give it?
I gave it a C.
Just a C?
Yeah, it wasn't a bad show.
Okay. Clay, what'd you give it?
I gave SmackDown a C+.
All right. So it is time for Battle of the A Show. If you're new to what we're doing here, all we do is we pick the A Show of the week. It's kind of like a little competition that we have until WrestleMania. And, right now, Raw's winning, right, Elio?
Yep.
Raw's been dominating for a long time. So let's go with Clay. What's your pick for the A Show this week?
So you know what? I got a tie right now between Raw and NXT. But you guys, I'm going to go with NXT this week.
All right.
I thought they went all out with this, so I really appreciate that. So I'm going to go with NXT.
All right, Elio, what's your pick for the A Show this week?
You know what? It was the same with me. I was between Raw and NXT, but I really enjoyed NXT a little more. It was just a fun show.
Okay, so NXT wins it this week. Doesn't matter what the fuck I say. But honestly, I would have picked NXT though. I really enjoyed NXT. Even though Braun came back, it was a big surprise. It was Raw was a really good show, but I think NXT fucking greatly improved this week. So, yeah, we'll give it to NXT this week. So, what's the score now, Elio?
So now it is Raw with 12, NXT with 2, AEW 4, and SmackDown 1.
Wow. SmackDown only has 1?
Yeah.
Holy shit. All right.
That was going back to the previous show. So
no, I agree with you there. All right, it is time for the book. Those that are new to the show, basically what we do is we put the most ridiculous things that happen in the week of wrestling, and we kind of do it for a good laugh because we kind of need it, especially after this fucking week. Jesus,
for sure,
we need it. All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
All right, Baldy Sam's, go fuck yourself.
Fuck him.
Stays.
Kevin Dunn's camera shots.
That stays.
New NXT logo.
Stays.
Tony Khan's damn ego.
Stays.
Yeah, dumbass. No Trick Willie shot.
Stays.
Yeah, for sure. Sammy and Ty's tongue twisting. Seriously, they really fucking. I mean, oh my god,
stupid.
Stays.
It stays.
Yep.
Chris's wizard.
Stays.
AEW time management. This was from Ben Pierce.
That stays. Come on, 4-hour pay-per-view. Come on.
You know what? We tried to give him a break, and we said let's wait till this pay-per-view, and they still fucked it up.
Yes, they did.
Jesus Christ. Corey's obsession.
Stays.
And of course, my favorite. Fuck's wrong with Tony Khan's eyes?
Stays.
I was asking that at the top of the show.
Bro,
Jesus.
What the fuck?
Like, God.
AEW Championship. Did he blink at all?
No.
I don't think he did.
I tried to watch. I was watching it, and I'm like, this motherfucker's not even blinking. Like, he did that line right before the goddamn show.
Bro, let me tell you something. The coke is strong with Tony Khan.
Uh-huh. Well, you know what? If your daddy
that's a t-shirt right there.
if you're running this show right now in AEW and your daddy's running the Jacksonville Jaguars, you know what? I would do a line of coke at that point. Shit.
Bro, let me tell you something. He better get his shit from Tony Montana. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, damn.
All right. That's it for the show. But hey, stay tuned for after the show because we have the 5-Second Shuffle Championship, which Elio got back his baby. So those that are new to that, all the rules are basically all I do is I play a random song off my playlist. I only play 5 seconds. These guys got to guess who it is, and the first one to 5 wins. It's a friendly competition that we have between Elio and Clay. It ends at the end of December. Right now, what's the score, Elio?
It is 7-6.
7-6, Elio. It's a tight race. You guys only have 3 more months.
I know. 3
more months of this. That's it. And then we start back all over in January. It's a good competition. It's just how we end the show. It's how we ride off into the sunset until next week where we give you guys more content than ever before. How many times have you heard me say that? Jesus Christ. Anyways, with that being said, I'm your host, Tony Diaz, along with the $50 man,
Clay Cummings,
and the gentleman,
Elio Canella.
All right, love, peace, and wrestling. We'll see you next week.
Peace out.
All right, Elio, you have champion's advantage. You can either go first or pass it off to Clay.
I'll pass to Clay.
Whoa! All right.
All right.
Clay, here you go. Here's your first one.
Yokozuna.
Yes, Yokozuna. You're on the board 1-0. Elio, you regret your decision now.
Yes.
All right, it goes to Elio. Can tie it up with this one. Here you go.
Four Horsemen.
No, it is not. Clay for the steal.
Billy Gunn.
No, it is not. Elio, you were so fucking close, but wrong era. It was the Pinnacle.
Oh.
They kind of used similar to the Four Horsemen.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
All right, Clay is still up 1-0. Goes back to Clay. He could be up 2-0 with this one. Here you go.
Is that Honky Tonk Man?
No, it is not. Elio for steal.
Timmy Young.
No, it is not. It's fucking Jimmy Hart.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
It's WC. That was when he was in WCW.
Oh.
Jesus.
Sure, why not?
I know, right? Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to explain more of the rules. I keep forgetting to do this every week, and it just popped in my head because we talked about it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Now, if certain songs pop up, meaning Taz, who's the other ones?
Chris Benoit.
Chris Benoit.
And Reba.
And Reba.
Reba, yeah.
I thought we had 4.
We did. I forget what the other one was. The librarian. What the Blue Pants?
Blue
Pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those that are new listening to this right now, if Blue Pants, Taz, Chris Benoit, or Reba, if one of those 4 songs come on, then whoever turn it is, like right now, whose turn is it on? Elio?
Elio's.
Yeah.
Elio.
So if Elio gets a song, he would get -1 point. So if he had 0, he would have -1, sorry. So
Right.
I keep forgetting that, man. It's like, I know I always forget something, but either way, now watch it comes up. You guys are going to fucking get pissed off at me. All right, it goes to Elio. Clay is up 1-0. Goes to Elio. Here you go.
Let me show you what love is. Let me show you how to move your body.
Is that Eve?
No, it is not. Clay for the steal.
Candice Michelle.
Candice Michelle, yes, he is up 2-0. Goes to Clay. Clay could be up 3-0 with this one. Here you go.
Paige.
Yes, Paige. Clay is up 3-0, right?
Yeah.
Clay's up 3-0. Elio, what the fuck's going on?
I don't know what's going on. No. Now I can actually say what's going on.
I think this is the first time, right? That you've been up 3-0?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, let's go with it. All right. Jesus Christ. All right, it's on Elio. Elio needs this one to stay in the game. Here you go.
Can you feel the heat? Say hello to Eddie.
Eddie Guerrero.
Yes, Eddie Guerrero.
Man, did me dirty.
Fucking Clay's pissed right now. All right, Elio's on the board with 1. Clay with 3. He can be up with 4 with this one. Here you go.
Tatanka.
Yes, Tatanka, you're up 4-1. Goes right back to Elio. Can inch up a little bit closer with this one. Here you go.
Is that Cesaro?
No, it is not. Clay for the steal. Wait, you're up. Wait, what's the score right now? Sorry.
4-1.
4-1.
Yeah.
So you can win it with this one. Who is it?
Shelton Benjamin.
No, it's not. It's Dolph Ziggler.
Oh.
Yeah, one of his first ones.
Hmm.
All right, Clay can win it with this one. Here you go.
Is that Victoria?
No, it is not. Elio for the steal.
Is that Kylan King?
No, it is not. It's Layla Hirsch.
Darn it.
Yeah.
I hear it now.
AEW. Remember, guys, we have AEW themes in here, too.
True.
All right. Its score is still 4-1. Elio can inch a little bit closer with this one. Here you go.
Kelly.
No, it is not. Clay for the steal and the win.
Is that Jeff Jarrett?
No, it's Lash LaRue.
Who?
Lash LaRue.
WCW Misfits in Action.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right,
We're
score
learning
is
something every day.
all right. Score is still 4-1. Clay can win it with this one. Here you go. You want to take a stab at this one?
The Usos.
The Usos, yes. Clay gets his baby back.
Got my baby.
It's all tied up at 7 now, right?
Yep.
Title reigns. All right. Hey, it was a good game. So now, here's the thing, Elio. You set for Clay to go first. Do you regret your decision? Because it could have been you with all these easy ones.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. A man with many words. Thanks, Elio.
It's okay. It's only week 1. I'll get it back next week.
He is pissed off right now. Elio just walked the fuck away. He said, fuck this game, man. That's some bullshit.
The gentleman on a rampage.
He is. We don't own the right.
Hey, let's get it, Oos. It's not paranoia. It's the Usos.
This is a good song, though.
Very good.